you ever feel like you're a different person depending on who you're talking to? Like you're funny with one of your friends, but you're quiet with your boss? A total yes person with everyone else. Until you get home and you realize you have no idea who you actually are. This just not being nice. In psychology, this is called mirror effect, and it's the fastest way to burn out and lose your voice. Today, we are going to break down the neuroscience of people pleasing, why your brain treats no like a life threatening emergency, and how to look at your own triggers with a completely new set of eyes. If you felt exhausted, stuck, or invisible, this is the deep dive you have been waiting for. And let's get into the mechanics of your own mind. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about things you guys have been shushing away. To understand why you do this, imagine you are a literal mirror. When a happy person stands in front of a mirror looks happy. When a grumpy person stands there, the mirror looks grumpy. The mirror is amazing at everyone else feels seen, but the mirror itself has no face. It does not have its own favorite color, its own opinion, its own shape. It just reflects. And why do we do this? When we were little, we learned that if we reflect what people want, they stay happy with us. And if they're happy with us, they're safe. But the problem is, a mirror can never be a leader. A mirror cannot create something that is original to be a real person or a solid object instead of a mirror. You have to be okay with someone looking at you and seeing something they don't like. You have to have your own face, even if it makes someone else uncomfortable. When you feel that itch to say yes when you want to say no, that is an urge. Most people think an urge is a command they have to follow. It's not. Think of urge like a smoke alarm in your house. The old way would be like the alarm goes off and you start screaming and throwing water everywhere because you think the house is burning down. But the new way you can get is the alarm goes off and you say, oh, the alarm is making a loud noise. Let me go check the toaster. How to look at urges as signals is when you feel the panic of a trigger, when you feel trigger, the urge to please, that is the urge to please, you stop and you label it. You also identify the sensation, my throat feels tight or something does not feel right. And then you label the signal. This is like my safety signal going off because I am afraid this person will be mad at me. You can then choose the response. The alarm is loud, but there is no fire. I can feel the discomfort and I can still say no. So the science of the signal is like very much simple. We know now that your urge is to please the smoke alarm, but why is the alarm so loud? To understand this, we have to look at the brain evolutionary hardwiring. So you see, back in the day when our ancestors, when they were being disliked by the tribe, it meant for them that they are being kicked out. And being kicked out meant you didn't survive the winter. Your brain still thinks that a dislike or a disappointment look from a stranger is a life-threatening event. To treat the urge as a signal, you have to find where it lives in your body. So next time when you feel the need to say yes, just don't speak. Close your eyes for 3 seconds. Is it a knot in my stomach or a tightness in my throat or a heat in your chest or just something trembling in your leg? This is your amygdala that is trying to hijack your prefrontal cortex. That physical tightness is not truth. It's just adrenaline. You have to follow the 90-second rule. There is a 90-second rule. The neuroscience shows that an emotional chemical surge, it only lasts about 90 seconds. If you can breathe through the discomfort for just a minute and a half, without reflecting or giving in, the smoke alarm, it will naturally quiet down. You are not fighting the urge, you are outlasting it. To stop people pleasing, you have to look at yourself with new eyes. This means observing yourself like a scientist watching a lab subject. Instead of saying, I'm so weak for saying yes again, you use your new eye to say, that's interesting. Every time the conversation gets quiet, I feel the need to tell a joke to make everyone feel better. Why is me taking the responsibility for the silence? And regulation. To move from mirror to solid object, we use a simple technique, a grounding technique. That means regulation is awareness plus space and choice. So awareness is realizing that the mirror is starting to reflect. Taking 3 seconds to breathe before speaking. You have to make a choice, acting based on your values, not their feelings. Now let's get into tacticals with your new eyes. If you are the scientist and your life is the lab, you need to characterize your data. Most people pleasers have specific trigger clusters. So the why hierarchy. When you use your new eyes to look at a moment, you mirrored someone, ask why 3 times. I said yes because I wanted to be helpful. That's a surface lie. You can say, I said yes because I didn't want them to think I'm selfish. That's the social fear. You can also think that I said yes because they think that I am selfish, they'll leave and I'll be alone. That's your core wound. That's the core wound. So, to act like a solid object, not like a mirror, you need to treat your energy like a bank account. At the end of every day, look at your spending. Did you spend 50% of your energy trying to manage your boss? Did you spend 30% of worrying about a text reply? If your budget is in the red, you are not allowed to take on new clients or new requests. This moves self-regulation from a feeling to a system. Don't run a marathon on day 1. You reach that level on internal regulation. By internal regulation, where you can handle eyes on you, you need safe to fail experiments. The experiment, the action, the goal, the silent pause. When someone asks questions, wait a full 4 seconds before answering. To break the instant reflection habit, the unexplained no, say, I cannot make it without giving a reason or excuse. To prove that no is a complete sentence. The low stakes disagreement, disagree with something small, like a movie or a food choice. To feel the smoke alarm and realize you survived. As a solid object is solid than being a mirror. It's heavy, it's controversial, but it's the only way to build a life and have your presence that actually matters. This week I want you to find the one silent no. You don't have to be mean. You don't reflect. If someone is complaining, you don't have to join in. If someone asks you for a favor you can't do, just say, I can't commit to that right now. Watch the smoke alarm go off in your brain. Let it ring. Let it ring. I promise the house is not going to burn down. You are just finding your own face. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.